Hello, I'm so glad to be back with you again on today. We've been talking about overcoming obstacles and challenges so that you can absolutely live your best life. And today we're going to talk about finding peace in your chaos. How do you find peace in the chaos? There's 4 things that I want to share with you. But before we get started today, I want you to subscribe to this channel and leave me a comment after you've seen this to let me know how you're dealing with the obstacles and the challenges that you may face. Today, we're going to show you 4 ways that you can effectively operate so that you can deal in a way of peace, even in the midst of chaos. So let's get started. First and foremost, you've got to learn how to stay grounded during the difficult times. Now, I'm going to share something with you that's very, very important. People who are grounded learn something about their emotions. Emotions and feelings are 100% true. They are an accurate assessment of where you are in the moment. But people who understand the critical importance of navigating life by their definition, by their choices, realize that feelings are trying to get you to do something, say something, go somewhere, act out, lash out, speak out. They're trying to get you to act right now, immediately. So what you learn to do so that you stay grounded, you begin to convince yourself, you learn to teach yourself that my feelings are looking for an action. But before I give an action to my feelings, I'm going to sit back and think through what it is I'm going through, what I'm feeling in the moment. I'm not just going to do something. See, a grounded person learns how to get their actions from a place other than feelings. I get my actions from a plan that I have that I'm walking out in my life. So I'm going to stay grounded in my plan. I'm going somewhere. It might hurt. Tears will be coming down my face. I may feel so angry, so hurt, so lonely, but I'm not going to act out of that feeling. Maybe I'm going to read something. Maybe I'm going to write something. But what I'm not going to do is to allow myself to take my internal feelings external and now act in a way that is contrary to what I'm intending to do with my life. Now, you got to do something else. You got to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth. So sometimes you receive an obstacle in the frame that maybe your family dynamic handled obstacles. Maybe your friends handle obstacles. But when you reframe, when you build the proper frame that shows you that, you know what? Something good is coming out of what I'm going through. And you begin to teach yourself that your life is going to move forward in a positive and an effective way. You begin to reframe it. See, I want you to understand something. The way we see things has a huge impact on the way they impact us. So when I see an obstacle, but it's been reframed, I no longer put it in the frame of this is going to destroy me. This is going to take everything I've got. I'm never going to recover from this. I start seeing it as, wow, this thing is opening up another door of opportunity for me. Wow, you know what? Something good is getting ready to change, shift, adjust. I'm going to have to make some moves. I may lose some things, but what I'm getting ready to gain is getting ready to be 10 times better. So this is how you reframe the obstacle. I want you to get this down. Reframe the obstacle. See it now as an opportunity. You know what? Without this thing coming, this opportunity would not be in my face right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spend my time starting with this understanding. It's all going to work together for good. It's going to make me better. I'm going to be a better person now. I'm going to have a broader perspective. I'm going to have more influence. I'm going to be able to help more people. I'm going to be advanced. I'm going to have learned some skill, something that is going to assist me in my own development and my own carrying out of my purpose. So I've got to reframe this obstacle as an opportunity. Now, then thirdly, I've got to build emotional resilience and mental strength. Now, when I say build, that means you got to work on this. This is not something that just happens. I've got to build emotional resilience. And so here I keep having these things come at me. But as I said to you in the first one, what I'm learning now is that these feelings don't make me do anything. I'm going to learn how to not just move with them. I'm not going to just act. No, I'm going to respond. People who respond are not like people who react. People who react is kind of quick. It's here comes the feeling, here comes the reaction. But people who respond have a code, an emotional resilience. They've built something within themselves that gives them the ability to handle things in a way that's going to be more beneficial because they've got goals. They're not willing to throw their goals away because of a feeling that has come. And then in addition to that, mental strength. So I start working on making certain that I have put within myself a convinced ability that I can do this. I can get through this. I start looking at what I've already come through, things that I've already accomplished and dealt with. I look at people in other places, other avenues of life. I read stories of people who had great mental strength and they came through tremendous difficulties. And not only did they come through, but they were better. And the people that they operated with, the people they led, the people that they associated with, everybody became better because of their great emotional resilience and mental strength. And so I find myself building my emotional resilience and my mental strength so that I can get to this fourth thing. The fourth thing that is going to be the crux of what we're really dealing with here today is to find peace in the chaos. So now, because of the things that I have done, I don't have to get the chaos to go. Because here's the thing that you and I must consider today. I don't know when the challenge is going to end. If you were like me, I had trauma for many, many years. And because I didn't know these things at the time, I continued the trauma longer than the trauma had to go because I didn't know how to build emotional resilience and mental strength. I didn't understand how to get grounded. I didn't understand those things. And so now you can find peace. What I want you to understand something is that if you do the things that I'm sharing with you today, peace is the result. It's the harvest of what you're doing. Now, here's something important. There's a word for peace, a definition for peace that I love. It's an exemption from acting crazy in calamity. I don't have to fall apart because I've done the things that I need to do. I'm going to find peace, not because the calamity is over, the crisis is over, the obstacle is over, the challenge is done. I'm no longer in the trauma. I'm going to find peace right in the midst of what is going on because I've made a decision that what I want in life, I must pursue. So you understand this, that peace is not something you're going to have to go after. Peace is something you find when you've done the things you need to do in the situations that are trying to take you everywhere. And you begin to say, wait a minute, I'm not going to let this thing run me all over the place in my emotions, in my mind. I'm going to get myself grounded. I'm going to build some things that I need to build. I'm going to see these things as the things that obstacles are really opportunities for me. I'm not going to let myself sit here and give up. I'm going to find peace, that exemption. I'm not even going to dare try to cast off restraint and go any old direction. I'm going to stick with my vision. I'm going to carry out the things that I intended to carry out. Now listen, I'm talking to those of you who've been through major trauma. Maybe you're going through some things right now, major challenges, obstacles, difficulties, chaos, calamity, and you are saying, I just don't understand it. It's driving me crazy. Well, pause for a moment because a lot of times what is happening is you're being triggered. Something today is triggering something old that's been unresolved, not effectively dealt with, and you're ready to do now what you did then. But I am challenging you today, believe these 4 things. The 4th one is a manifestation of the other 3. When you do them, you're going to find peace in the middle of your chaos. Well, again, I hope that this has helped you. Listen, you stick with us here because we're going to consistently be doing what I know is my life mission, to help people who've been through tremendous trauma, going through tremendous challenges, obstacles, calamities, chaos, help you connect with what God has given you. He has given it to you. It has come through your DNA, and you can find it in any place, any difficulty, any moment, and it's going to get you through. But not only will it get you through, it's going to also cause you to see that this difficulty is going to be useful for what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my days. Well, I want you to, again, leave me a comment. Let me know how you're dealing with all of this. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like this video because it's going to help more people find us here in this space. And I'm so absolutely excited about your and my future. I want you to be blessed and have an absolutely awesome day all day long. Be blessed.